Hello and welcome to Lamplighter. Today is February 6. Today we continue to read the detailed instructions about the tabernacle, but now more specifically about where the people are to camp around the tabernacle, and even more specifically, the tasks of the Levites in caring for the tabernacle. We are told in this section of reading that the Levites are numbered because God has some very specific instructions and plans for the Levite clan. Remember, they are representing to him the firstborn of all Israel. He has selected the Levites to take care of all the furnishings and all the maintenance that needs to be done with regard to the tabernacle, and they are the ones to assure that the tabernacle moves properly from one place to another when that time comes. So we're told that the Levites have several different clans within their tribe. The first clan we're introduced to is the Gershonites, and we're told that the Gershonites are to specifically camp behind the tabernacle, that is, on the western side, because the tabernacle always faces east to the rising of the sun. The Gershonites are given the care of the tabernacle and the tent, the coverings, the curtains, the ropes, and all of those physical things for the actual structure itself. Then we're introduced to the Kohathites, and I'll save the Kohathites and say more about them in just a moment. But first, let's talk about the Merarites. The Merarites camp on the north side of the tabernacle, and they are responsible for the frames and the crossbars and the posts and the bases, all of those things that are a part of the structure itself for the tabernacle. And then we have the Kohathites. Now, the Kohathites are assigned to camp on the south side of the tabernacle, and they are the ones who have the responsibility for what we will call the holy things, the pieces of furniture. It is their responsibility to care for the sanctuary itself and those most holy items that are in the tabernacle: the ark, the table, the lampstand, the altars, all of the articles used in these pieces of furniture when ministry takes place and when offerings are being made. Everything they deal with, that is the Kohathites, is to be considered as holy. As a matter of fact, a little bit later in today's reading, when God starts to give instructions for the tabernacle to move, Aaron and his sons are the ones very specifically who are instructed to go into the tabernacle and cover with a linen curtain and then also with a leather covering all of these pieces of furniture before the Kohathites even go in, because they are to protect the Kohathites from touching any of the holy things. They are to protect the Kohathites for even looking at any of the holy things. Now, the Kohathites have an awesome responsibility because they are to carry these pieces of furniture from one place to another, but it's Aaron and his sons that first cover those things and then insert the poles for carrying, and God is very specific. No one is to touch the holy things or to even look at the holy things for an extended period of time. Now, some of you may have seen years ago the movie Raiders of the Lost Ark, where there was a story about the Ark of the Covenant. And one of the things the movie did very well was recognize the sacredness of this piece of furniture. There were those in the movie, the bad guys, who didn't honor it as holy. But then we saw some unusual things done with a Hollywood version of what happens when people violate the holiness of God and try to look into the ark. This was an idea that God has about all of his furnishings of the tabernacle that represent his holy presence. He is still trying to separate holy from common. And you see that even in these very detailed instructions that are given to the Gershonites, to the Merarites, and to the Kohathites on how to specifically take down the tabernacle, how to move it, and then how to reconstruct it. It has to be done exactly as the Lord commands. And you may have noticed again in today's reading that that phrase comes up again over and over. Everything is being done exactly as the Lord has commanded Moses. Now, Aaron and his sons are in charge of the whole tabernacle, and specifically Eleazar, the son of Aaron, is named as the one who has the managerial position, I guess you could say, or the one who is in charge of everything that happens with regard to the tabernacle. Another interesting thing we learn is that all of these descendants of Levi, these Levites who are given these jobs, are to be numbered, and we're told that they number 22,000 exactly, 22,000. And remember, they are to be substitutes for all of the firstborn males in Israel. So when the firstborn males in Israel are numbered, there are 22,273. And so God even has a plan of redemption for that balance of 273. 22,000 of the 22,273 Israelite males are represented by the 22,000 Levites. But the other 273 have to have a special offering made as a redemption for them as the firstborn. Everything is very detailed. And again, God means business. It is about God. The story is His. The plan is His. And there's a reason for every detail. And it's important for the people to listen. It's important for the people to obey. And it's important even for the people to be held accountable for how they respond to the commands of God. So far, so good, because we continue to read, as the Lord commanded Moses, as the Lord commanded Moses. This is the way the people perform. And again, we will remind ourselves that God is still that kind of God today, who is holy and who expects us to do exactly as He commands us in His Word. I wonder, are we treating God as a holy God? Are we living our lives as a holy people? That has always been a part of God's plan. Isn't it great to be a lamplighter? His Word is a lamp to our feet and a light to our path. I hope you have a blessed day.